Hey everybody, Shav, the F&E Collector Auto Auction. Wow, do we have something pretty cool to check out today. One owner, original paint, plum crazy purple, 1970 Dodge Charger powered by a 383. Now, this is a rather unique opportunity. The reason this Charger is here today and why it got here today and how it's going to end up to the point where it's rolling across the auction block on October 1st is kind of interesting. Obviously, Chargers have been insanely popular for years, decades. Finding one that's never been touched, never been molested is almost impossible anymore. Finding one in plum crazy purple that hasn't been molested, modified, changed is literally a needle in a haystack, but that's what we've got here. The original owner of this car loved it. She ordered it new, she loved the car, she was very particular about the car, she cared about the car, she kept it in her garage even after she quit driving it because she didn't want to get rid of the car. The car was handed down to her son about 10 years ago. He's a very qualified tech and a very qualified car guy, so he took the car after years of storage and got it completely roadworthy, got it running, driving, brakes, even the AC works. Yep, factory AC car that does work. So he got the car running, driving to where he could enjoy it a little bit, and finally at this point in life, he realized that, you know, I'm probably not the guy to either do a full preservation on this car or a full restoration, whatever the next owner decides to do. He finally realized that, hey, I'm not that guy. But the car is way too important to him to not let this car get done and get cared for correctly. So that's how we ended up here. That's why this car is rolling across the block on Saturday, October 1st at the F&E Collector Auto Auction in Great Bend, Kansas, because he wants to make sure it goes to the next person that is going to care for this car as much as his mother did, and that's what's important. So this is such a rare opportunity that this is going to happen on Saturday, October 1st. If you can't be here Saturday, October 1st, be sure to jump on Proxibid, check out what we've got going on over there for online bidding. So let's check this thing out. This is original paint, so obviously we do see some paint loss on the hood, some chipping in the paint, things like that, but hey, it's over 50 years old. We see door dings, touch-ups, things like that, because this car was used. It was used as a daily driver. But it's such an amazing story with so much cool documentation that it is literally, it may be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Now, we told you this car hasn't been tore up, it hasn't been abused. You want to see how we know that? One way we know that, on top of the fact we know the whole story on this car, look at these doors. Obviously, we see that bright plum crazy purple in there, but watch these doors. They're perfect. You don't even have to slam them. They just latch like they're supposed to, because this is that good of a car. Now, this is a 50-plus-year-old Charger. We do have a little bit of rust down here in both rear quarters. Not terrible, but it is going to need some patchwork. We work our way around the back of this Charger. Obviously, we've got the big wide taillights, but what's cool about this Charger, we've still got the dealer badge, the original selling dealer badge from Denver, Colorado, right here from Pierce Dodge, but it looks like we've got a broken letter. But that was put on there in 1970. It's still there. The fuel filler cap, these cool Charger fuel filler caps, still there, still works, because it's always been there, just like it should be. Over here, same thing. We've got a little bit of rust down in the quarter panels, but nothing terrible. Dings, dents. These cars were drivers. They were normal transportation. In today's world, where especially Chargers are put up on such a pedestal, it's hard to comprehend that people actually drove them. They were actually cars. They were transportation. That's what they were for. Now, the original owner of this car loved it, and she loved the purple so much that even when the paint started flaking, she tried to keep it touched up. She tried to take care of it as best she could because she loved it, she cherished it, and she kept it. And obviously, over the years, had multiple opportunities to sell it. Every time her garage door was open, people would stop to try to buy it. Even after she quit driving the car, she had a double car garage, kept it inside, almost afraid to open her garage door because she couldn't get people to quit bothering her about trying to buy the car. But she loved it and she wanted it to go down the line. That's how it ended up here today. We'll work our way up around here to the front and check out the front of this Charger. And obviously, this being a 70, it's got the full wraparound bumper with the hideaway headlights, which do work, by the way. The grille is in amazing shape. We've got one dinghy in the bumper over here, but the grille is outstanding, and it is original. Under the hood is really the only thing that's ever been changed on this car. This does have a 383 in it. However, in the late 70s, the local service station where they had the car serviced forgot to put oil in it one day. So this was a fairly low mileage, late 60s 383 that they had it replaced with. So the engine has been changed. It is not the original one. Everything else under here is still pretty much original. We still have our correct fender tag in place. We see the power brakes, the power steering, AC, all this stuff is still intact. Now, like we talked about, the son of the original owner who has possession of the car right now did change it to a modern radiator to try to make this thing, you know, more drivable, more user-friendly, because that was his goal, was to get it to that point of making it a dependable driver, but realized that he wasn't going to be the guy to take it all the way to the next level for a full preservation or restoration. So we've showed you the outside, we've showed you under the hood. Let's check out what's inside of this car. In here, we have a completely original black and white interior. Now, the seat's torn, it's worn out. It's 50-some years old. Same thing with the passenger seat, because it's original. The dash pad still looks great. We've got full instrumentation in this car. The factory radio, the factory AC controls. We can see the factory door panels. They show their age, but they've got a few cracks in them, but they're not torn up. They're not shredded. They're not damaged, but they are original, which is what is so amazing about this car. Take a peek in the back seat here and see there again, it shows a little age. It shows a few tears, but it's original. Seat belts are still here with the part number tags on them and everything. I mean, it's just the way this car was built. Now, we've been telling you that this car is kind of a one-of-a-kind, almost time capsule car. And if we haven't convinced you of that yet, wait till you see what else we got to share with you. Now, these books here are obviously a regular Mopar parts catalog, and here's a factory repair manual for this car. But here, in the original envelope, is the original owner's manual still. Still with the car after all these years, still here. And I know a lot of cars still have that. I understand that. This little book here, Auto Records, she even put a little tag on it marked Charger. So, and this is really pretty amazing actually. As we get into this booklet, now she had a 68 Charger before this car. So this book starts with the 68 Charger. She had it for a few years, and according to her son, the 68 was an RT, and it was a little more car than what she wanted. So that's why this is a 383 with air and a little more user-friendly driver type car. So this was the records on the 68. And now we move up to where she bought the 1970 Charger. This has every time she put fuel in this car documented, starting with 55 miles. So she drove it 55 miles before she had to put 12.3 gallons of fuel in this car. Those 12.3 gallons, of course, you probably still have fuel in it, got to 186 miles, 374 miles, so on and so forth. All of the records are here with this thing of what they did every time it had fuel put in it. Now, if we go back to some of these other pages, we did find a notation to where they did replace the engine. Right here, she has a note that says engine replaced. And that was at 60-some thousand miles. At about 65,000 miles is when the local service station forgot to put oil in it, and we show engine replaced in the notes. And all these records go with this car. It was tuned up at 75,000 miles with a new fuel pump, oil change, thermostat, radiator hose, motor mounts, rebuild the carb, and a brake switch. There are not very many Chargers out there in today's world where you're going to find this kind of documentation on an original Plum Crazy Purple Charger. Obviously in here, we've got regular manual crank windows, but we do have a full-length console with a floor shifter. And another thing, like I keep saying, this thing's a time capsule. Check this out. Electrophonic underdash 8-track player, which I thought was pretty cool. I love seeing this original stuff from the 70s, but as we were checking this car out, looking it over, looking it around, trying to figure out what pictures we wanted to share with you guys, what we want to show you on the video, I happened to open the console. Guess what I found in the console? Fog Hat Live. Yep. There literally still has the Fog Hat Live 8-track in the console for this 1970 Charger. There's also 38 Special in here too. So we've been telling you this thing's a time capsule. We've been telling you this is a special car, and then I find Fog Hat Live in the console. It's like, holy cow, that's insane. But like I said, it is a very special car. Headliner is all still intact. It's got a few little tears in it. Still has the shoulder harnesses in it and everything like that. So one other thing we need to show you on this car. We haven't showed you the trunk yet, so let's do that. Glove box. Oh, and even look right there. The glove box light still works. That's how crazy original this car is. Let's peek in that trunk real quick. Now in the trunk, it does have a little bit of rust in the trunk pan. We can see down here. It does have a new fuel tank in it because the original owner's son, as he got this thing roadworthy, just replaced the tank and cleaned the fuel system so that it was ready to go. Original tail light panel to cover the tail lights is still here. Original jack is still here in the trunk as well. Now, you can see this car has Magnum 500s on it. And the owner's son wanted to put those on because he thought it looked sportier. However, this car was originally a hubcap car. And guess what? They're still here. There they are, the original hubcaps for this 1970 Dodge Charger, still in the trunk of the car. So, like I said, it's a very, very special car. You're probably not going to find another one like it. It is a Charger. It is factory plum crazy purple. It is a 383. It is a time capsule. It's not something you're going to stumble across every day. It is rolling across the auction block Saturday, October 1st at the F&E Collector Auto Auction in Great Bend, Kansas. We have a ton of fun there, and we hope you can make it out that day. We have a ton of cool cars. We've got a barbecue vendor. We have a lot of fun. Bring your friends, bring your buddies, hang out. It's a great day. If you can't make it, we sure hope you can, but if you can't make it, Proxibid.com for our online bidding platform. Watch this Charger roll across the block. It is a super, super unique opportunity. Probably not one that's going to pop up anytime in the near future, if ever again, on a factory plum crazy purple car. As always, thanks for watching, everybody. We have a ton of cool consignments coming up this year. We sure hope you can make it out here on Saturday, October the 1st. If you can't, be sure to join us on Proxibid. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay tuned. Tons more cool inventory coming up that's going to be hitting the block on Saturday, October 1st. See you soon on the next one. Hey, everybody. Shav of the F&E Collector Auto Auction. We've got another super cool consignment we're going to share with you right now. A full custom 1957 Dodge pickup. This truck was built in Hutchinson, Kansas as a real high-end show truck originally. And then it was used as a daily driver, so it shows a few battle scars from being used, but it's still a super cool old truck with a really neat history, and somebody put a ton of work into this truck. Let's check out some of the custom features. Now, you can probably see, it looks a little short. It's got a chop top on it, lace roof. Like I said, somebody did a lot of work to this little pickup. But we can see this thing how we come along here, we got all this cool pinstriping along the fenders, wraps all the way around, comes back with this green, and then we've got the chop top with the green on it where it all kind of ties together with all the super cool custom work. Somebody did a lot of work even just painting this truck. We see back here we've got all this custom lace work, this custom pinstripe. I don't know how well it's going to show up on the camera, but we can see all this cool custom lace work they did against that metallic green on the roof. How it comes down on the cab corners with the pinstriping over the lace work. Like I said, somebody spent a lot of time on this truck making it really super cool. We've got some old school Dodge hubcaps on it, all tying the custom build together. We come around the front to this really unique 1 year only 1957 Dodge truck grill, which was really in and of itself kind of a clean, almost custom look that they came out with in '57 with this single bar across the bottom. It was almost kind of understated, almost kind of a clean custom look right out of the factory. Under the hood of this thing, she's all Mopar. .383 Mopar, 727 transmission. It does have an Edelbrock carb. It's got the Cadillac style air cleaner on it, which is a cool custom touch. But there again, she's all Mopar and ready to hit the road. Brakes have recently been done on it, so she's ready to cruise. We come around over this side. As you see on a lot of customs, the mandatory spotlight, super cool 50s era type touch. It's got these super cool pull-out door handles. Looks like a custom door handle. That's what they're supposed to have. Inside, we got some really cool custom pinstripe work. Even put an eyeball right in the middle of the steering wheel. Battleship on the dash. A lot of really super cool custom touches done to this old Dodge. But hey, that's the point of having a cool custom car, right? To be unique, to be different. That's the scoop of this old Dodge. We come around the back, we can see she's sitting low. You can see right inside the bed. All the way around the back. Got a few extra pieces in the back of this truck that does come with it from when they built it. Clean, smooth tailgate, small, clean, understated taillights, sticking with the cool, clean, custom look on this Dodge pickup. Come on around this side, we see more pinstripe work even along the back. They even went around the rear fender wells with more cool custom pinstriping. So this is a neat old truck. Not another one like it. You're going to make a lot of friends at the gas station every time you pull in this super cool custom Dodge. Saturday, October 1st in Great Bend, Kansas, the F&E Collector Auto Auction. This awesome Dodge is going to be rolling across the block. Hope to see you there Saturday at the Expo Complex, home of the SRCA drag strip. We're going to have a ton of fun that day. If you can't make it, and we sure hope you can, but if you can't, jump on Proxibid. Proxibid.com is our online bidding platform. You can bid on this cool Dodge from anywhere. So we hope to see you Saturday, October 1st. Check out this Dodge, watch it roll across the block, and who knows, maybe at the end of the day on Saturday, October 1st, you might be rolling it home. Thanks for watching, everybody. We got a ton of cool consignments coming in. Stay tuned, a lot more cool stuff coming up. Hey everybody, Chad with the F&E Collector Auto Auction. Another awesome consignment to share with you today. A beautiful blue Buick Boat Tail Riviera. Yep, Boat Tails are getting super popular. They're getting so hard to find. We got a really cool 72 in a beautiful blue color to check out today. Going to be rolling across the block Saturday, October 1st, the F&E Collector Auto Auction in Great Bend, Kansas at the Expo grounds, home of the SRCA drag strip. We hope you can be there on Saturday, October 1st. If you can't, please join us on Proxibid, proxibid.com for online bidding at the F&E Collector Auto Auction. Let's check out this Rivy. Obviously, we're standing right here. What makes these cars iconic? The boat tail. Starts at the windshield, comes all the way back to a point at the center of the rear bumper. Slopes right on down to the back. Beautiful design, reminiscent of the Auburns of the 30s. Buick used this for 3 years only. 71, 72, and 73 were the only years the Riviera used this boat tail design. They're a very unique design. They're a very pretty design. They are a throwback to the elegance of the 30s that they brought back in the early 70s. And very few cars out there to get, because these cars, they didn't sell a ton of them. They were a luxury coupe. They were an expensive car to begin with. Finding a good one today, it's pretty tough. We got a great one here. It's going to be rolling across the block on Saturday, October 1st. Obviously, we can see how that boat tail comes down. We see this car still has the original rubber strips on them. Because of this boat tail, the way it peaked out here, the tag actually would mount on the left side of the car. Still has the taillights, correct taillights. They're not broken out. They're clean. We come around the side of this car, we really get the sun popping off the blue on this Riviera. And here we can really see how this boat tail shape works with this design. Starting here at the windshield, the peak in the center of the roof, and it just flows. It flows all the way back. The body lines of the car, the sweep spear reminiscent of the earlier Buicks from the 50s, how the sweep spear comes down the side, kicks back up, and then flows right back with the boat tail design. This car with the factory Buick Rally Sport wheels on it looks great. The chrome wheels pop against that blue. Such a unique car and really getting tough to find. While we're here, let's take a peek inside of this 72 Rivy. And we can see just a nice clean interior, nice seats. The original radio is gone, but that's really the only thing that's missing, because you can put your own sound system in this thing. But the blue on the inside matches the blue on the outside. While we're here, let's pop the hood and peek under there. Under the hood of this Rivy, like all the Rivieras from this era, powered by the 455 Buick. All stock and original under here. Factory air, of course, power steering, power brakes. All these Rivieras, we're 455 powered in this window, so this is just the way it should be under here. Front of this car looks great. Got the peaked nose, still has the rubber strips intact on the bumper, beautiful chrome, really pops against this metallic blue color. Work our way around over to the passenger side. We see this has the little turn signal indicators on the fender. Yes, those are factory original pieces. Over here we also see how just see those body lines flow. We see the factory sport wheels. Something else interesting, this Riviera actually does still have intact the original door handles. These were a pull-out door handle that were very prone to breakage, still intact and in good shape on this Riviera. So, like I said, super cool car. Going to be rolling across the block Saturday, October 1st in Great Bend, Kansas at the F&E Collector Auto Auction. We're going to have a great time. We've got an awesome lineup. We've got a ton of cool cars coming up. We sure hope to see you there on Saturday, October 1st. If you can't make it, join us on Proxibid. We've got online bidding available through Proxibid. We're going to have a great time that day. We sure hope to see you there. Stay tuned. We got tons more cool consignments coming up that we're going to be sharing with you. Hey everybody, Chad with the F&E Collector Auto Auction. The awesome consignments keep rolling in. We're going to have a great day Saturday, October 1st here in Great Bend, Kansas at the F&E Collector Auto Auction. We sure hope you can make it. If you can't, be sure to check us out on Proxibid for online bidding. The car we're going to look at today, beautiful 1968 Pontiac Firebird Convertible. This thing is awesome. Bright red paint, bright white interior, really checks the boxes if you want a little pony car to run around with and have a lot of fun. This is a non-original 400 4-speed inside this car, but it is ready to go. It's built up, it's ready to go. When they did put the 400 in it, they put the heavier springs in it so that it's all set up just exactly as it should be. So let's take a walk around this car and check it out. Obviously, a lot of these cars, they were used hard, they were abused hard. This one, even being a convertible, everything is still right. We got good panel fit, the doors fit. The paint's beautiful on this car. It was restored originally back in the 90s, but it still presents very, very well. Very nice paint, very nice shine on it. Has a hood tack on it, always a great addition to a Pontiac. It's got the dual snorkel hood with the 400 badges on it. We come around the front, really nice chrome front bumper that really pops out against this red paint. And like I said, nice fit and finish on these cars. A lot of these cars were used so hard, it's hard to make them right again. This car really stood the test of time very well. We come over here to the other side, and it's about the same thing. Good fit, finish, nice paint. Even has a right side mirror on it, which is always convenient, since a lot of these cars from the 60s didn't have that. Quarters look good, the trunk lid fits, the top folds down very nicely. Even the moldings around the back aren't beat up. Very nicely done car. It's got a few years on the restoration, but man, it still looks amazing for a car that was restored a few years back. Even the rear bumper looks good, the taillights, all the trim, everything fits. Inside of this little Firebird, the black carpet, the black dash with the white seats really pops against this red paint. There again, very, very nice fit and finish on all the trim. Even the white isn't scuffed up, torn up. Does have an aftermarket radio in it, so it's ready to roll, and you can still actually pick up a good radio station. Factory seat belt's still in it. Just a very, very nice color combination. Now, like you said, it's got a 400 in it. What's under the hood? Let's take a look under there. And there she is. Aluminum intake, chrome valve covers, dual snorkel air cleaner. Nice and clean under the hood. Runs and drives great. Overall, just a really nice little car. Any of these first gen F bodies are getting really hard to find. Especially a car of this caliber where everything fits, the finish is right. Most of these cars have been used so hard, they were twisted up, it's hard to make them right again. That's not the case that we see here with this little Firebird. So, Saturday, October 1st, Great Bend, Kansas. This thing's going to be rolling across the auction block at the F&E Collector Auto Auction. We're going to have a great time that day. We've got an awesome lineup. We're going to have a ton of cool cars and trucks. We sure hope you can make it. If you can't make it, we hope you're there, but if you can't, jump on Proxibid. Proxibid.com, our online bidding platform. You can bid on this Firebird or any of the other super cool consignments we've got rolling across the block that day. Hope to see you there. Stay tuned. We've got a ton of cool consignments we're going to be bringing you. You don't want to miss any of them. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hey everybody, it's Chad with the F&E Collector Auto Auction. Going to check out another super cool consignment. Going to be rolling across the block Saturday, October 1st here in Great Bend, Kansas. If you can be here on Saturday, it's going to be great on that October 1st. If you can't, jump on Proxibid.com for online bidding. Anyway, let's check this out. This is a really cool little Volkswagen Dune buggy. This is a fresh barn find. Literally came out of a barn just a couple of months ago. Just got it cleaned up, ready for the next owner. This is a full-length Volkswagen tub. This one has not been cut, with this fiberglass body that is added onto it. Now, there were tons and tons of different manufacturers of these back in the 70s. This body is really in good condition considering it's over 50 years old. But like I said, it's been in a barn for the last few decades, so that probably pretty much preserved it. But if we look at this body, we just got kind of, they call a lot of these like a mini T. They've got the big flowing fenders that come all the way to the back, kick up over the rear wheels. They've got kind of a cool nose to them, where they have kind of an early style nose that comes out at a peak on the front of these things. Obviously, it is street legal. It has lights, turn signals, and headlights. Kind of just a blunt nose on it, but it is a Volkswagen chassis, Volkswagen engine, so we don't need to worry about a radiator up here. We'll work our way on around over to this side, and we kind of got the same thing, the big sloping fluid fenders, but overall the body really in good shape. You know, it's not all busted up. It's good and solid. There's a few small cracks in it here and there, but they're minimal. It's nothing serious. Inside of this thing, just basic fiberglass seats in the tub. It is the full-length stock Volkswagen tub underneath this thing. Body's just been bolted on to the Volkswagen tub. So that's all stock Volkswagen underneath. We come on around the back, and we see just these cool pop-up tail lights sticking out of the back. Obviously, the Volkswagen engine's got the exhaust sticking out of the back. We can pop the hood here and take a look underneath. And there it is, the old Volkswagen engine, just exactly what you'd expect to see under one of these things. So kind of a neat old car. Like I said, it is a fresh barn find just from a few months ago. Just back out in the daylight, just got cleaned up. It's got great looking chrome reverse wheels on it, big wide tires, neat little car. So like I said, it's going to be rolling across the block Saturday, October 1st, the F&E Collector Auto Auction in Great Bend, Kansas. Check it out, see what this thing's going to do. We hope to see you here. We're going to have a lot of fun that day. We've got an awesome lineup of super cool cars. We're going to have a barbecue vendor, beer garden. It's going to be a lot of fun. We sure hope to see you here. If you can't make it, we hope you can, but if you can't, be sure to jump on Proxibid for our online bidding platform. You can bid on this super cool little Dune buggy on Proxibid if you can't be here in person. So, neat little car, definitely something a little bit different. Definitely probably not going to see another one rolling down the street, but that's what makes it cool. That's what makes it different. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Stay tuned. We'll see you soon on the next video. Hey everybody, it's Chad of the F&E Collector Auto Auction. Got another awesome consignment to share with you. This is a beautiful dark green 1971 Pontiac Grand Prix, believed to be 17,000 actual miles. And this is a beautiful car. Let's take a look at it. These old Grand Prix have really been getting very popular. They're really hitting their stride, but they are a beautiful car. They've kind of been underappreciated over the years, but they're really starting to come on, and this is a beautiful example. These are a sharp car. Big long nose with the big sweeping lines that come all the way to the back. Pontiac Rally 2 wheels. Beautiful deep dark green paint on this car. These super cool door handles that the Grand Prix use, where you push them here and they pop out, and that's how they open. Pretty unique. And then check out the fit and finish on this thing. That's a big heavy door to still fit that well after all these years. But that's why the miles are believed to be original. Let's go wander around this thing. We come around the back of this old Grand Prix, and the lines are just amazing. They come all the way to a peak in the back. The taillights are even curved to come out to meet the peak. Still has the dealer badge on it from Waterloo, Forbes in Waterloo. Sold new in Waterloo, apparently. But like I said, everything about this car is just beautiful. Fits good, finishes good, paint's nice. Let's take a peek inside of this thing. Interior looks amazing. A lot of this has this molded type vinyl. It all still looks good. It's not split out. It's not cracked up. The factory bucket seats look great. Has the full length console. Power windows. Just a really good looking car. Another unique feature about this Grand Prix, still has the original warranty card with it from Waterloo, Forbes in Waterloo, 8/7 of 71, still with the car. So like I said, these are neat old cars. They really have not gotten the respect that I feel they've deserved over the years, but they're starting to come on, and this is a great example. Once again, it's just nice, tight, good, solid. and that is one big heavy door that over the years sag, droop, don't fit right. These fit right. Around the front of this Grand Prix, it's almost kind of a copy of the back. The front end lines also come to a peak right here at the front with a big point, and then of course the Pontiac arrowhead right there on the front. And there again, the chrome's bright, the paint's deep, really good looking car. The gold pinstripe that just kind of pops off of the dark metallic green on this big beautiful Pontiac Grand Prix. So there she is. This is a unique car, great lines, awesome example, believed to be a very low mileage original example, and a neat car. So Saturday, October 1st, F&E Collector Auto Auction. This beauty's going to be rolling across the block. Who knows, at the end of the day, you might take it home. Hope to see you here. It's going to be a lot of fun that day. Check out the docket at feclassiccarauction.com. Lots more cars being added all the time. It's going to be a fun day at the SRCA drag strip that day when we have the auction, and we hope you're going to be there. If you can't, check us out on Proxibid. You can bid online at proxibid.com. That's who we use for our online bidding platform. But if you can make it out, it's a ton of fun that day. Lots of cool cars. Bring your buddies, and it's a great day. So we hope to see you there. Stay tuned. Lots more cool consignments coming up. It's going to be a fun day. We hope you're there, and you never know. At the end of the day, you might be rolling home in this Grand Prix. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay tuned. We got more cool consignments coming up soon.